Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. In Genoa City, where power shifts as easily as the wind and secrets. Our currency, the week of June 23rd to 27th, 2025, delivered dramatic twists, unexpected alliances, and emotional moments that fans won't soon forget. From corporate betrayal to romantic tension, each episode unraveled a new layer in the tangled web of the Newman, Winters, and Chancellor families. Here's your deep dive into a creatively imagined 3,000-word recap of everything that rocked the Y&R universe this week. Monday, June 23rd, Victor turns the tables on Kane. The week began with a storm brewing at Newman Enterprises. Kane Ashby, freshly armed with confidential intel about Chancellor-Winters' pending acquisition, made a bold move. He approached Victor Newman with a high-stakes offer, a strategic merger that would dethrone Jill and leave him with a top seat at the table. But Victor, always 3 steps ahead, didn't bite. "Are you really foolish enough to think I would align myself with a man who betrays his own blood?" Victor said, his voice calm but cutting. Victor didn't just reject Kane's offer, he exposed it. Within hours, Jill was informed. A furious confrontation between Jill and Kane ensued in the Chancellor-Winters boardroom. Jill slapped a file onto the desk, emails that confirmed Kane's contact with Newman. "You were willing to sell us out for a title, Kane? You're not a leader, you're a liability." Meanwhile, Lily, watching quietly from the shadows, was clearly shaken. Not just by Kane's betrayal, but by the emotional distance that had crept into their once close bond. Tuesday, June 24th. Lily's guard drops with Damian as the fallout from Kane's Newman stunt reverberated through Genoa City. Lily sought clarity. Damian Martinez, the charismatic and level-headed strategist Jill had recently hired, became her unexpected confidant. Over coffee at Society, Damian offered Lily a moment of peace amid the chaos. "Sometimes storms clear the sky," he told her. "And sometimes, they show you who's willing to stand in the rain with you." The chemistry was undeniable. Later that evening, during a tense moment in the Chancellor-Winters hallway, Lily broke down. And Damian didn't walk away. Instead, he cupped her face, gently brushed away a tear, and kissed her, softly at first, then with the urgency of everything unsaid. It wasn't planned. But it wasn't resisted. What started as a brief emotional release could quickly become something much more complicated. Wednesday, June 25th, Adam digs deeper and regrets it elsewhere. Adam Newman was on a mission of his own. While his father tangled with corporate enemies, Adam was quietly unraveling a disturbing thread connected to Connor's recent behavioral issues. After tracking down a former caretaker from the boarding school, Adam received a cryptic message. Connor wasn't the only one affected. "You should look into Dr. Haskins." Concerned, Adam enlisted the help of Heather Stevens, who had returned to Genoa City under mysterious circumstances. Together, they discovered that Dr. Haskins had been under investigation for unethical psychological conditioning. The Whispers suggested a manipulation program designed for children with high-functioning aggression. Adam was horrified. His son hadn't just been struggling, he'd potentially been a victim. The AT Crimson Lights, Adam confided in Chelsea. "The moment was raw and painful. We trusted them. We handed him over thinking it was the best thing, and now, I don't know who my son is anymore." Chelsea, equally shaken, placed a hand on his. "Then we fight for him, Adam. Whatever it takes." Thursday, June 26th, Sharon faces a ghost from the past. While the Newman family waged their wars, Sharon Rosales found herself dealing with a ghost she thought was long gone, Valerie Kirsten's sister, Valerie. Valerie arrived in town quietly, claiming she was just settling his estate. But her eyes told a different story. She approached Sharon at the coffee house with unsettling calm. "I've heard stories," Valerie said. "Some say my brother was a monster. Others say he was misunderstood. I'd like to hear it from you." Sharon bristled. "He terrorized me. He lied, manipulated, threatened. He was a predator." Valerie smiled faintly. "And yet, you survived. So maybe you're the one I need to learn from." Was it an olive branch, or a veiled threat? Later that night, Nick warned Sharon to keep her guard up. Cameron's family is toxic. You don't owe them anything. But Sharon couldn't shake the feeling that Valerie's visit wasn't about closure, it was about legacy. Friday, June 27th. Collisions and confessions. The week ended with a bang, figuratively and literally in the Newman boardroom. Victoria confronted Victor about his continued manipulation of her role in the company. You promised me autonomy, she said. Yet every time I make a move, you're there to override it. Victor didn't deny it. I'm protecting what I built. Victoria's response? She handed him a sealed envelope. Inside, her resignation. Then protected alone. Victor's stoic expression barely cracked, but the tremor in his hand told a different story. Elsewhere, Lily met with Kane one last time. He pleaded for forgiveness, insisted his actions were misunderstood. But Lily, with steel in her eyes, said simply, I kissed Damian. Kane froze. I didn't plan it. But maybe it's what I needed to know. This is really over. Kane stormed out, devastated, and in a dimly lit office, Adam watched old footage from Connor's school, his face growing pale. The tape revealed a group session where Dr. Haskins whispered to Connor, you're stronger than the others. You just need to learn how to use it. Adam sat back, whispering, what did they do to my son? Looking ahead, what's next in Genoa City? The week wrapped up with a chilling preview. Adam confronts the school's board in a fiery showdown. Lily and Damian's chemistry continues to complicate the Chancellor-Winters structure. Valerie's presence rattles more than just Sharon. Nick starts investigating her real reason for coming, and Victor? He begins forming an alliance with an unlikely partner, Amanda Sinclair. Final thoughts. This week's episodes of The Young and the Restless blended corporate intrigue, romance, betrayal, and mystery in classic Genoa City style. Victor's rejection of Kane's power play showed that the mustache still controls the chessboard, while Lily's unexpected kiss with Damian hinted at the beginning of a fiery new chapter. To Adam's troubling discovery about Connor gives the show a dark and emotional arc to explore. And with Sharon potentially in the crosshairs of another Kirsten, things are bound to heat up. As always in Genoa City, trust no one, love is never simple, and family will betray you faster than your enemies.